You probably would ask me, how in the world did you write a book called The Original Swiss Chocolate Diet? If that's your first question, I'll just tell you what happened. So, I had lost 60 pounds myself in the medical center in Houston, Texas. And I moved to Switzerland. All right, at Switzerland, I found a doctor who asked me, since I had lost 60 pounds, if I could teach people to do the same thing in Switzerland, because he had a client that weighed 300 pounds. Well, I said, sure. I didn't really know at the time, but I knew what I had done, and I believed in the doctors that were guiding me. And so I did it. Right. Now, the people said, when they started to come to me, after I wrote the Swiss Chocolate Diet, well, I had to learn the German language. Oh, that's not so easy. But anyway, I wanted to. And you know, when you got a passion for something, you can do it. Just like you have a passion for losing weight. I know that. No matter how many times you've started and stopped. So the people would come to me, the Swiss, and the first thing they would say is, well, do we have to give up our chocolate? And I said, oh, I understood in that minute. They're addicted to their chocolate. Well, you can see why. The Swiss chocolate is about the best in the world, if not the best. And so they said, if we don't have to give up our chocolate, we would be willing to do what you say. Deal. So I said, okay, fair enough. I'll tell you everything you can eat, and your chocolate every single day will be your reward. They loved it, and me too. So now today, I'm going to talk about what we're going to eat in the way of vegetables. Okay? I'm going to narrow it down so that you know exactly the amounts. And we're going to do amounts of vegetables by the handful. So, first I have to tell you, is this a handful? No. Is this a handful? No. All right, now I'll show you what a handful is. Okay, this is a handful. It's a full hand. They would even ask the question sometimes, well, what is a handful? And I would come right back and I would say, it's a full hand. As opposed to, all right, now you got that. That's that simple. Now, here's a handful. Well, almost. Okay, fair enough. That's a handful. And if you want to have a handful of mushrooms, that's a full hand. Okay, here is a full hand of cucumber. You can eat your vegetables raw or cooked or broiled or any way you want to. It's all the same. And in like 5 seconds, I'll tell you the amounts, like how many handfuls. So, if you don't feel like chopping, buy them frozen. And you don't have to chop your heads off, because I know you don't have time. You're busy people, you're working, you're taking care of your kids, you might be taking care of your parents, you might be taking care of a whole household, and you don't even have time to go to the grocery store, let alone think about losing weight. So, therefore, I'm gonna make it as very simple for you as I can. So, here, in the handful department, that's a full hand of cabbage. So, if we are going to eat, and we are going to, we're going to eat 4 to 5 hands full of vegetables. Okay, here's 2, and here's 3, and believe it or not, that is cauliflower, rice. That counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you lose weight faster if you eat 5 handfuls instead of 4. Been proven over 19 years. Okay, so, and everybody has success. That's it, plain and simple. All right, so let's see. All right, we'll take this. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or, here's a vegetable kebab, actually 2. 1, 2. That's 2 handfuls right there. And here's celery. 3. Here's a squash. 4. And 5. Now just think what you can do with 5 handfuls of vegetables, or 4, whatever your choice. You can eat them anytime you want, all in one day. Then, to add to that, I want to add everything that you can eat, because in diets in the past, you've only learned what you can't eat. Nuh-uh, we're not going there. Because when you think, well, I can't eat carbs, and then you think I can't eat fat, you don't want to start, and you won't, because you don't want to be deprived. So, on top of the vegetables, is that a handful of fruit? Yes. Is that a handful? No. 1, 2 to 3 handfuls of fruit a day. So you can add those fruits to a salad, you can add those fruits also, if you want to some soups or some garnish, or just have a bowl of berries that's a handful. So what we've said so far, 4 to 5 handfuls of vegetables, 2 to 3 handfuls of fruit, and we want to talk carbs. Yes, we do. Is that a handful of potatoes? Yes. Would it be a handful if it was white potatoes or sweet potatoes? Yes. You can choose. That's a handful. A handful of rice cooked, like you get in every Chinese restaurant, every Asian restaurant. It amounts to about a handful. And look, when you put that in combination with your vegetables, yay! You're full. You're getting full. Add some protein. How much protein? 6 ounces, couple of eggs, or a scant handful like a chicken breast. And it says right on the package, you know, that's 4 ounces. Add a couple of eggs. That's what you got for the day. So now what we've said is, oh, you can have noodles cooked, okay? And that's also a cup. One woman said, I stuck 2 small slices of bread into a cup. Does that count? I said, yes, because in combination, you will lose 10 or more pounds in a month. So add it up, 3 months, 5 months, yes, it doesn't change. That's right. And I'm the one that can tell you how to do it exactly, because it involves some relaxation, managing of stress, taking a little time for yourself, realizing what it is that you really want for a body. Okay, so think about that right now. And then I'll go back to topping off the food. Okay, so you want exactly the body you've always wanted. You don't want to settle for less. Why would you settle for less? Again. You know what I mean? Right. So, here's what I wanted. I wanted Calvin Klein jeans in a size 10. And I really wanted that badly. And I wanted to wear those jeans to the Texas rodeo. And so, when the doctor was helping me, he said, well, okay, I want you to think about that, and if that's what you really want, can you even in your wildest imagination imagine that you already are that? And I said, well, I'll try. And then I did. And he did a relaxation with me, and he said, now if that's what you really want, make a decision to have it. And I said, just like that? That means this doctor believes in me. I don't believe in myself. I thought to myself, I had tried everything. I had tried the no carbs, the no fat, the 900 calories, the 800 calories, the barely eating, the almost starving, and of course starting and giving up and starting and giving up. I did the traditional yo-yo, the miserable yo-yo. So when he said, you can have your Calvin Klein jeans, and now you know what to eat, I went, whoa. So, and I was working for him. So I also wanted to prove to him and to myself that I could do it. That matters too. It's called accountability, right? We might hate that word at first, but when we're having success, we love to tell people, right? So now, here's what we're going to eat. 4 to 5 hands full of vegetables. 4 to 5. 5 is better than 4. 2 to 3 fruits. Berries? Right, your favorite. Why not eat your favorite? Carbohydrates. 3 cups cooked. Or 3 handfuls. Probably not as big handfuls as the vegetables, because the vegetables burn really fast, and that's really important. So then we're going to have protein, and we're going to have like a scant handful of protein. We're not going to have a 16-ounce steak. What? We're going to have a 4-ounce steak, or a 4-ounce chicken breast, or fish, or salmon, or shrimp, or any of those things. Then you can use some olive oil, use a vinaigrette salad dressing. The deep frying is a thing of the past, and you will lose weight. The key, the major point is, number 1, to know what you want. Number 2, to make a decision without even believing it at first that you're going to have it. And, oh, I just can't wait to tell you that I have recently found out some added supplements that will make it even go faster. And I'm so excited to tell you about that, but not today. I've told you a lot. I've told you all you need to know for this moment. But I will tell you, I promise. And I think you know to go to marywell.com. And I will take you by the hand and offer you to stay with you 3 months if you got 30 pounds to lose, 6 months if you got 60 pounds to lose, however long until you have your dream body. That's it.